Hi children, Teacher Mike here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the What Makes a Bird book. So there's a few traits that only birds have that make them distinct from other animals. So we're going to make a book about it. So let me move my camera and I can show you how to do it. Give me one moment. Alright, so here is my paper, What Makes a Bird, and I have my bird right here. So this is how it will print out, and I'm just going to fold this up so it'll be ready. And fold it just like this. I try to match these corners up like that, okay? Alright, what makes a bird a bird? So it says by, and that's going to be, I write whoever's doing this book, and I'm doing it, so I'm going to write my name. By Teacher Mike. Then I get to color this bird, whatever color I want. I want it to be a red-winged blackbird, so I'm going to color it black. Let's give it an eye. So red-winged blackbirds, I think, are pretty neat. They're about 6 inches tall, and they're mostly black, but they have little red shoulders, so I'm going to add that to my bird. There's the wing. Alright, and then I need red. And they have a little red right here on their wing. I think it's pretty cool. And then I need to get its beak too. So let me get its beak done. I think their beaks are black. I'll color it darker. So I want the beak to be darker, so I'm going to press harder. So you see I used the same black colored pencil for the beak as I did for the body, but I pressed harder on the beak so it looks darker. And then they have black feet as well, so I'm going to press hard when I'm coloring those feet. There we go. And I have a red-winged blackbird on my cover. You can color your bird however you want. So let's open this up and see what happens. Oh, my book got printed upside down. That's okay. I'm just going to go like this. Gripes. I say gripes when things don't work out exactly how I wanted, but we can always figure out a way. So I just flipped it over so I can write this first page. So the first thing that I want to write that is unique for birds is birds have feathers. They're the only animal that has feathers. So if an animal has feathers, it's definitely a bird. So if you see an animal has feathers, it's a bird. If it does not have feathers, it is not a bird. So let's write all birds have feathers. So my first letter will be capitalized. A. All birds have feathers. And that's a statement, so I use a period. All birds have feathers. And then I'm going to draw a feather in the picture part. Let me go like this. I'm just going to draw one feather like this. And then feathers kind of look like that. There's lots of different types of bird feathers depending on what kind of bird it is. And I'm going to draw a goldfinch feather. So goldfinches are a little bit yellow, a little bit gold. So I'm going to color this yellow. And feathers are very lightweight, and they keep birds warm. Birds do not have hair. They have feathers. So there is my feather. All birds have feathers. All right, let's turn the page. My book is backwards because of it being printed upside down. There we go. Let's rotate. There we go. My next trait that birds have is all birds have wings. All birds have wings. So if you see an animal and it does not have wings, it is not a bird no matter what. All birds have wings. And I'm going to add one more sentence. Not all birds fly. Not all birds fly. Period. So all birds have wings. Not all birds fly. Some birds have wings that don't fly, like penguins have wings, but they swim. They don't fly. Their wings aren't big enough to carry their bodies. And ostriches, they're the biggest bird in the world, but their wings aren't big enough to make them fly. They still have wings, but they're not big enough to help them fly. So let me draw a picture of a bird that has some wings. Let's see. So I'm going to start with the head. Go like that, and then let's go like this. I'm going to have the wing be right here. You can see it. There's the tail and the feet. And I want this to be a western bluebird. I like western bluebirds, and we have western bluebirds here. So the western bluebird has blue on its back and its head, and its wings are blue, and its tail is blue. And then its chest, its breast is a little bit orange. So I'm going to color that orange. And it has an orange beak too. So I want, my page is about the wing, so I'm going to point to the wing. So people know that's what I'm talking about. So I'm making an arrow right at that wing. So all birds have wings, not all birds fly. Let's turn the page. It's upside down again. Right, so let's just rotate it. There we go. Our next trait is all birds have beaks. All birds have beaks. I'm going to add a sentence. So I did a period. This is my first sentence. All birds have beaks. My second sentence is going to say, birds do not have teeth. Birds do not have teeth. Period. So if you find an animal and you're like, and it has teeth, it is not a bird no matter what. If you find an animal and it has a beak, then it's a bird. So sometimes a bird's beak has sharp edges on it, but there's not teeth. They're not teeth. So let me draw a picture of a bird that has a beak. I'm going to use the green. I'm going to draw a mallard duck. So mallard ducks have a green head, like that, and then they have an orange beak, like that. And then they also have nostrils. So there's a little hole right here. So they have nostrils, just like our nose has nostrils. Birds have nostrils in their beak. So let me color in the mallard head. So this green part of the head is all feathers, because it's a bird, not hair. They are green feathers. And the feathers near the head are short because they don't need to help the bird fly. And the feathers on the wings are bigger because that's what helps them fly. Let me color in that bill. Oh, I want the top part to be darker, so I'm going to press harder so you can see the top of the bill versus the bottom of the bill. There we go. And then I'm going to point an arrow towards the bill, so people know that's what I'm talking about in this picture. All birds have beaks. Birds do not have teeth. Let's turn that page. Next up, all birds lay eggs. So let's write that. all birds lay eggs. Period. So birds are hatched from eggs. Let's do a nest. We'll do a little nest like this. Nests are made out of grass and sticks, any material that is around the bird. If a bird lives on an island and there's only rocks, they'll make a nest out of rocks. So they use what's around them. There we go. And then I'm going to do robin's eggs. So this is a robin's nest, and robin's eggs are blue. I'll do 1, 2, 3. So then I'll color these in. Robin's eggs are cool because they're blue. I think it's neat because it's a little bit different. And then they have little spots on them, little specks. So I'm going to use my pencil to do some specks. And then I'll do an arrow towards the egg. So all birds lay eggs, and inside the egg is a baby bird, and the parents sit on top of the eggs and on top of the nest to keep those eggs warm. And then when the baby inside is ready to come out, they'll use their beak and they'll crack the egg, and then they come out and they're ready to live outside the egg. All right, all birds lay eggs, so all birds are hatched from eggs. Let's turn that page. We have one more trait that makes birds a bird. So birds have hollow bones. Let's write that. Birds have hollow bones. Period. So hollow means that there's only air inside. So if you imagine a balloon, you blow up a balloon, inside that balloon is just air. That means it's hollow. That's the same for a bird bone. So I'm going to draw a bone. This is like a leg bone. This is a bone, and inside our human bones, we have something called bone marrow, and it makes our bones strong, but it also makes our bones heavy. So bird bones are hollow. So I'm going to draw inside this circle, or this is like an ellipse. Inside this is hollow. It's just air. So I'm going to do an arrow and do air, write air. So inside the bird bones, it's hollow. There's just air in there, which means the bone is not as strong. So human bones are stronger than bird bones, but it makes them lighter. So it makes the bone weigh less. So then the bird's body weighs less. So then it's easier for them to fly. So birds' bones are hollow. All right. And that is the end of our book. I can close it up. What makes a bird a bird? Let me move my camera so I can say goodbye. So that's our book, What Makes a Bird a Bird. I'll also post pictures of the pages so you can see them if you want to copy down the words. And I hope you enjoy that. Bye-bye.